Sad news as a Virgin passenger falls from an upper deck and ultimately loses their life. And Emirates, that ultra luxury airline that we all know, yeah, they're coming out with their cruise line. Let's chat about it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Adventures Calling Us. It has been a minute, I think a couple of weeks at least, since we posted a video like this. And look, we're glad to be back. We took a trip to Disneyland in California with our little one to celebrate her birthday. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Adventures Calling Us. And look, it's Monday. I hope you're having a fantastic start to your week. I know none of us like Mondays. And but I truly do hope you're having a good start of your week. It's, you know, there's no worse thing than to start off your week in a bad mood, in a bad juju, right? So I hope you're doing fantastic. I know it's been a couple of weeks since we posted on here, and I'm so glad to be back. I'm so happy. I'm so glad you're here watching. And look, we've been in Anaheim, California, and I'm just going to kind of go off the tangent and then we'll get on to our stories. But we've been in Anaheim. We went to Anaheim for 4 days, took our little one. We've got 4 kids, if you don't know. We took our 3-year-old, who is now 4. We took her over to Disneyland all by herself over in Anaheim, took a short drive over, and it was a fantastic time. We're going to have a full review of our trip coming soon. Sarah and I will put a review up on that. But, you know, it was such a good time. It was fantastic. The weather was good. We miss the other kids every time they're not with us. We truly do. But it does give us an opportunity to spend a little bit of time with our little one, explore the parks at her pace, and just kind of relax as we go along the parks and just kind of do what the 3-year-old wants to do. So it was a fantastic time. The weather held out great. We stayed in a great hotel. We'll talk about that too in another video. But I'm glad to be back. I am so happy to be back recording these videos for you. And big news coming soon. Might be getting a new camera, so stay tuned for that. But for now, let's jump into our first story. So Virgin Voyages left the port of Miami yesterday, and not more than 4 hours into this cruise did they have to turn back around for an unfortunate reason. So the passenger was up on deck 14 of the Valiant Lady, and while there's no details of exactly what happened, we do know that the passenger fell over their balcony, fell onto the lower decks, and ultimately lost their life. This happened around 9:35 p.m., not more than 4 hours after they sailed away from the port of Miami. Once this happened, they did notify authorities. They turned the ship around and returned back to the port of Miami to remove the deceased individual off of the ship. Once they took that deceased person off the ship, it does look like they waited a few more hours and then they took off again and sailed away for their first departure port. At the time of the fall, they were only 10 miles east of Key Largo and about 44 miles from the port of Miami. So again, they were not very far. They had not gotten very far by the time this happened. So I'm not sure if somebody was, I don't even want to speculate. So regardless, you know, it's a really sad tragedy, and it's a really big reminder, right? When you're going on these cruise ships, I know we're all going to have a good time. We're all going to, you know, maybe kick back a few, or we're just going to have a great time to release stress and all this other stuff. And, you know, depending on the kind of room you choose, right? This is why we're always so cautious and careful with balcony rooms. Even when we go on a cruise, right? When we book it with all of the kids and it's not just us, we even think about whether or not we want to get balcony rooms or not with the kids, because it is a safety thing. Even though those balconies tend to be safe for the most part, you know, you just never know, and you got to be really careful. And so I don't want to speculate on what happened here. I know we all get on these cruises and we want to let loose and we want to have fun and we want to have a good time, but at the same time, right, tragedy does happen, and we hear this all too often with cruise ships where somebody's falling off or somebody's fallen overboard and things of that nature, and it's just a really sad tragedy. So this was supposed to be a 6-night sailing going to Cozumel, Honduras, Roatan, Costa Maya, and Bimini. It does look like Roatan and Costa Maya have been dropped off of this cruise, so it does look like they're still going to head over to Cozumel, and they are going to also hit Bimini as well on this 6-night cruise. Now, this cruise ship's only been sailing for a couple of years, but unfortunately this isn't the only incident that's happened aboard this ship. You might recall last March a passenger went off intentionally overboard off of the coast of Portugal. Now this is coming up on one of the last sailings that this cruise ship is going to do out of the U.S. On April 22nd, it is going to be repositioned in Barcelona. They do have a 15-night transatlantic cruise. If you're interested in that, you can check out Virgin's website to see if you can jump aboard that. I know transatlantic cruise is something Sarah and I have talked about doing. I think that'd be a really cool thing to do with the kids. We've talked about a European cruise. One of the things that has kept us from doing it is the flights over. But if we can just do a transatlantic and only take one flight, I think that might be the best. But nonetheless, this is a tragic story. We never like to hear stories of this, right? Of somebody going to enjoy a vacation and they never make it home to see their loved ones. So definitely condolences go out to the family of this individual. It's a sad and tragic day for them. And it's just a constant reminder. You got to be careful on the cruise ships, even though we're on vacation, want to let loose. Again, I don't want to speculate on what happened or how they went overboard or how they fell off the balcony, but just got to be extra careful if you're going out there on those cruise ships. All right, so ship story number 2, Emirates, everybody's favorite. I don't know about favorite. I've never actually flown Emirates, but I heard it's fantastic, especially if you get those, what are those? Those first class seats that lay down and lounge and relax. That's on my bucket list, people. It's on my bucket list is to get one of those seats. But regardless, Emirates is coming out with the cruise line. I mean, Virgin Voyages did it, right? And they're doing their thing. Now, Emirates is coming out with Emirates Sea Line. They're going to be launching in 2024. And you might imagine, just like Emirates, the airline, this is going to be a luxury type of cruise. Emirates has, look, Emirates has placed a multi-billion-dollar order for 10 cruise ships that'll be known as Emirates Sea Line. I mean, you might imagine this is going to be like the airlines. I have a feeling this is going to be geared towards more higher end luxury. If you've been on their airlines, you'll know, right? They do everything first class like. So I imagine that these 10 ships in this cruise line, this Emirates Sea Line, is going to be ultra luxury. They've got 4 stateroom types, and looks like all of them are going to come with different amenities, different luxuries, and things of that nature. There's not much detail about kind of pricing or anything of that nature. We do know that the port of call, the main port is going to be Dubai Harbor. So that right there should tell you that it's going to be pretty pricey, right? It's leaving out of Dubai. Again, another bucket list item. Now, a couple things that we know. They're going to break away from the conventional, cruise schedule, so to speak, where most cruise lines, they operate around like the summer breaks and, obviously the holiday breaks and things of that nature. Looks like they're going to break away from all of that and cruise during the times in which are normal cruise heavy periods. One thing I found funny about the story, and maybe it's just a little bit of my immaturity, but funny, is the captain for the ship is Captain Jack Shallow. Captain Jack Shallow. Tell me that. I'm telling you, look, I guarantee you 99% of you that heard me say that, you thought of Jack Sparrow. Look, I've never even seen Pirates of the Caribbean, and my mind went to Jack Sparrow, and I know yours did too. But it's not Jack Sparrow. I thought it was a funny play on the name, but it's really Jack Shallow. That's really his name. So Captain Jack Shallow. Did the song also come in your head? Sha-la-la-la-la-la-lo. Sha-la-la-la-lo. Lady Gaga. Killing it. Bradley Cooper. And look, I know we're laughing about Jack Shallow, Jack Sparrow, whatever you want to call him, but look, he says he's going to run a tight ship. They're going to run ultra luxury. They're going to go to different experiences and ports of call that we've never experienced before. Again, sounds expensive, but looks like that's what they're going to be doing. So here's a couple things that that you can expect, maybe, on this new sea liner. One of the things that they are touting is that this ship, or these cruise ships that Emirates is developing, are going to be up to 50 knots per hour. And if you don't know anything about cruise ships, that's almost double. That's darn near double the fastest cruise ships that are out there now. Why the need for speed? I have no idea. But because when I go on a cruise ship, right, I want to relax. I want to take my time. I want to just, enjoy it. Why they feel the need to, fast and furious all the way over to the different ports, I have no idea. But they're saying 50 knots per hour. is what they're shooting for, and they're also shooting for some sustainability aspects as well. They're also going to be focusing on things like air and land, sea journeys, right? Kind of Disney did this thing too with their vacation packages, right? Where you could book 3 days on the cruise ship, 4 days at the parks, vice versa, right? Where you do part of your vacation at Disney with a cruise and part of it with the parks. It looks like Emirates is kind of trying to do some of the similar things, meaning they've got this article out here that basically says, hey, when you fly into Dubai, you can fly in on Emirates, and if you're flying in on Emirates, then they'll pick you up in an AI-operated self-driving car, which is then going to take you to the Dubai harbor, so you can get on your ship and experience your ultra luxury, your fine wines, your diamonds, your ultra luxury linens, and your soft pillowcases and your soft mattresses and whatever else they're gonna throw your way, right? It's gonna be something I probably can't afford anyway. So Emirates, if you're listening, hook your boy up. Actually, hold on. Hook your boy and his wife up, right? Hook us up. Let us go. We'll be good. I'll make time available. You want us on that inaugural sailing? Okay, I just need an invite. I'll make it better. I'll even pay for my plane ticket. Let me go. Look, there's really not a lot of information. All jokes aside, I'm really interested to see kind of how this is going to play out. I'm going to hold my breath a little bit for this one. We'll see how it all comes together. Look, I mean, there's a lot of money over in that area, right? The Middle East and Dubai and all that stuff. And Emirates is loaded. And so, look, when you place a multi-billion-dollar order, I imagine you're going to want to get your ducks in a row when you're developing these ships. So it says they're coming out with the first one in 2024. I'll believe it when I see it. In all seriousness, if they are going to come out with this ship, I do eventually want to go check it out and see it and see what it's all about. But look, there's a lot of things I want to do. But I'm really interested to see how they're going to do this and how it's going to come out, how they're going to roll this process out. But I think it's going to be pretty cool if they actually can pull this off. But again, it looks like it's going to be one of these ultra luxury type of liners. So I am interested to see what happens with this. If you are too, drop a like and drop a comment down below to let us know you interested in this, huh? You interested in the Emirates? Let us know. And it's Monday, people. Adeline's coming home from dance soon. I gotta buckle this video up because when she comes home, it's gonna be dinner time. Gotta go feed the dogs. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday, man. Hey, we love you. I think we're up to like 30-something subscribers, something like that. And that might seem little to you guys, might seem trivial, but to us, that's pretty cool. I mean, we just, we haven't been as consistent with this on a daily, but I'm getting back into it now that we're back from Anaheim. And it's super cool to see you guys supporting us and wanting to be a part of this. And I got a cool giveaway that's coming up, and so stick around. You're definitely going to want to subscribe for that. And because I think, I think you're going to want to win what we got to give. So, but in all seriousness, we're so excited that you guys are watching, you guys are following us, and I hope you guys can continue to tell your friends about us and subscribe, drop a like on the video. That'll help us out really, really big, and we'd appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a rest of your blessed day, man. And I hope you have a great day tomorrow. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We're coming back with another hot one, another hot take. And let us know in the comments too. What do you want us to kind of give you some news on? We don't just do cruises though, right? We go to Disney. And if you haven't checked that series out, go to our page and go check our Disney series out. It's super cool. You'll get to see Adeline and her bibbity boppity boutique and her beautifulness. So yeah, let us know. But hope you guys continue to support us. We love you. And I'm gonna go downstairs. So I appreciate you guys. We love you. And stay tuned, because I believe in about a week or so we're announcing what we're going to be giving away. And if you haven't done so already, go follow us on Instagram. It's Adventures Calling Us. You're going to need to be following us there too in order to know what you're going to win and how you're going to win it and what you're going to do. So you're definitely going to want to be there. So Adventures Calling Us on Instagram. I know that's a shameless plug, and I don't really care. Okay? Don't really care. So love you guys, and we will see you guys tomorrow for the next video. Peace.